Hi, everybody. I'm Daryl Crow, and with me is...
Joe Kaczynski. Hi, everybody.
This is the guy that you should have asked Joe first.
Absolutely.
He's got all of the answers in case you've been on our website and you found out there's a problem with your browser, your computer. He's got a lot of helpful hints. And in fact, we've got some of them here on YouTube that you should take a look at. Well, today is not about technical bulletins, is it?
No, it's actually not. This has probably got to do with a lot of what you do for a change.
Do you know what I do?
No, but if I ask the question and you answer it, I might be able to figure it out.
So tell me, Joe, what was the real question?
The real question is, you're not going to believe this. I have this email from Texarkana, Texas.
Texarkana, Texas.
Yep, I just made all that up.
Okay.
But at any rate, no.
I wouldn't know.
Tex did send an email. And he says, and you're not going to like this.
I'm not?
No, he says, your paintings are boring.
Some of my paintings are boring?
Some of your paintings are boring.
Wow. I don't like that.
The reason for that is, he says, why don't you use more colors? You know, spread them out. Use the spectrum. He says they're boring.
Well, did
He had specifically mentioned the one we just put up, which I'll show everybody a picture of in a second.
Okay. You're talking about Splendid Rockies?
I'm talking about Splendid Rockies, yes.
Ah, okay. Well, we've done, those are what I call a monochromatic painting. And we have several of them, like Stormy,
Yeah.
the nice little seascape,
Yeah.
and Twin Falls,
Yeah.
Falls of Thunder. These are, in my opinion, not boring at all, but very exciting.
I don't find them boring at all either.
But, you see, some people do not like monochromatic paintings because they don't use the full spectrum of color. But some of them, you can do a monochromatic painting with any painting just by using 1, 2, or 3 colors. And the nice thing, some people call them sepia paintings, but the nice thing about them is what they can teach you in terms of values. Now, most people don't really realize this, but monochromatic painting is fairly new.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it was first introduced in 1882 in Paris, France, and you're going to love the name of this art exhibition.
Uh-oh, go right ahead.
Okay, well, it's in 1882. It was introduced by a gentleman, a poet actually, who was also an artist, and his name was Bill Hod.
Okay.
I don't think he was French. I think he was German because the title of his painting was in German. However, the name of the art exhibition was the first incoherent art exhibition.
The first incoherent, you can't get any better than that. You really can't.
So anyway, from that point on, several people started to use monochromatic paintings as a way to discover the difference in values. And what I simply mean by that high-tech terms is how much light we should put on an object to distinguish it from another object.
Okay.
And it can be used for setting mood and atmosphere.
Wow.
Like
Interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways we can use it, but it is an excellent learning tool, and it does produce some painting. And in fact, let's take a look at Splendid Rockies for the next few seconds, and maybe a little clip on how we just vary the color. What do you think?
That sounds like a heck of a plan. Let's do it.
Now, folks, just as we get ready to go to the video clip, you're looking right now at Splendid Rockies. Let me remind you, we have an art club, and this art club is a beginner's art school. It's called youcanpaintclub.com, and anybody who is a member of this gets every single painting we've ever done, a video on how to do it, and everything we'll ever do in the future. So if you have an interest in furthering your art skills or learning it from scratch, this might be something you'd want to check out. So the very first thing I'm going to do is take a little bit of the yellow ochre, and we'll just get an old mixing spot here. There we are. Get a little bit more paint. All right, that should do. Okay, now remember, you want to go off the top just like that, and off the bottom just like that. And then all we want to do is go ahead and right there. This is known as a stroke. Next thing I want to do is take some burnt sienna and mix that right in here. See that? Just go ahead and mix it right into my spot. You see how I said we're going to use a bunch of colors to make one color? Well, there it is. All right. Now, you guessed it, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put another stroke. Stroke. Now, take a little bit more of this color. And there we are. We're just getting a nice amount of color there. Now, I'm going to come over here and put a little bit more of this. But I'm also going to add a little more orange. Well, actually, I'm not adding more orange. I'm just finally getting around to adding orange. That makes a really deep alizarin or burnt sienna. See that? Now, you could just put a dark line between the colors and call it a fence, but we're going to turn it into a whole painting. All right, here we go. All right, now with that done, what I want to do is go ahead and dry my brush. See this? It's got a lot of color in it. So I just take my brush. No need to clean it right now. With turp, that is, or with baby oil. I just go ahead and get as much of the color out as I can. Because I want a gradual brightening process. So look at this now. I'm just going to do X strokes. See that? Just X right across the center. See how nice that is? Just X strokes. Then we come over here on this side, over on this side, and then the outside. And now our colors are really blent together. Now is the time to go ahead and clean your brush. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is get some more of that soft mixing white and just put a strip of it right down the center. Now, this is where it gets fun. I'm going to take this side, see that? Blend it out using X strokes. Blend this side out using these gigantic X strokes. Then I'll wipe my brush and we'll just lightly smooth it. And I think I need a little bit more of that white here. There we go. See how easy that color becomes nice and soft? That's what we're looking for, soft color. All right. And there we go. We go ahead and we do the X strokes and then we just hypnotize it with those strokes across. Now, I want a definite sheen on the bottom. So I'm going to do another stroke with the soft mixing white. And then we'll sit here and blend this out on this side. Blend it out on this side. Now all right, there we go. Now, I'll wipe my brush really good. Okay, and here we are. This helps me get a nice sheen down the center of that lake. Okay. There we are, just as nice and pretty and soft and subtle as you could ever ask for. Now, I'm going to go ahead and clean the brush again.